In this quick video, we'll talk about congenital narrowing or atresia of foramina Luschka and Magendie. So foramina Magendie and foramen of Luschka, these are two outlets for CSF or cerebrospinal fluid to circulate. In a moment, it would be clear why they are important. So in this particular situation is a rare condition where the opening of the fourth ventricle to the subarachnoid space are abnormally blocked or somehow constricted from the time of birth, and this leads to obstructive hydrocephalus. So this is the entire ventricle system of the brain. Here are the two lateral ventricles. One is the third ventricle and there is the fourth ventricle. The lateral ventricle and the third ventricle is connected by foramen of Monro. The connection between third and fourth is basically cerebral aqueduct, and then there are two other kind of foramens, foramen of Luschka and foramen of Magendie, which help to circulate the CSF and get absorbed in the subarachnoid space. So foramen of Magendie drains CSF from fourth ventricle via the cisterna magna to the posterior subarachnoid space, whereas the foramen Luschka actually lead to the circulation of the CSF to the lateral subarachnoid space. Simply put, these are basically the drainage pathways for cerebrospinal fluid. Now what happens if these pathways are narrow? That means somehow this drain gets obstructed. Obviously there would be an obstruction of the cerebrospinal fluid circulation in the brain, and that would lead to obstructive hydrocephalus. These kind of obstructive hydrocephalus is highly common in patients with Chiari-2 malformation or Dandy-Walker malformation. Now this is basically a three-dimensional view of the ventricular system. Just for your better understanding, you can see the fourth ventricle in this case, and this fourth ventricle actually is crucial for proper circulation of the cerebrospinal fluid and reabsorption of the cerebrospinal fluid through the subarachnoid space. So the choroid plexus lining each of these ventricles, like lateral ventricle, third ventricle and fourth ventricle, secrete cerebrospinal fluid. Cerebrospinal fluid secrete through the ventricles and eventually get reabsorbed at arachnoid granulation. So basically that is why this particular space, which has foramen Magendie and foramen Luschka, is very important, and these drainage ways should not be blocked, but this is blocked in case of congenital fourth ventricular foramina stenosis. So due to a blockage in this drainage pathway, fluid builds up, leading to too much pressure in the ventricles, leading to hydrocephalus. What is the treatment? In any kind of stenosis or any kind of blockage, the clear-cut idea is to surgically intervene and clear that blockage. So shunt placement is a common treatment regime that has been done for treatment of hydrocephalus. So that would improvise the fluid circulation through the ventricles and normalize the pressure in the inside the brain. So I hope this was informative. If you like this video, give it a quick thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.